So if it's taking you 10 minutes plus to make a faceless video, or 30 minutes plus, maybe an hour, how long would you say it takes you to make a video just for it to eventually flop and just not get views? If it's taking you that long, you're spending so much, you're grinding, trying your best, making videos, posting them, and then when you try to look at the dashboard, it's just you're not getting impressions. It's just not moving. It just says 0 views. This video is for you. Because sure, we've had students' channels like this, as you can see, where we're having one video with a heavy outlier, 1.4 million views. The funny thing is, this channel hasn't been up to 60 days old, and he doesn't make the videos. But that's not the whole story. Because at the same time, you can have channels like this, where he's being just as much consistent, but if we go to the analytics page, boom, it's only made 2K, right? And meanwhile, you're posting videos, 900 views, $3. You're posting. So outliers exist in the space. You can have channels that monetize within 30 days and make a lot of money. But at the same time, you can also have channels that's doing just as much effort, but it's posting. And it's kind of like a consistency game. And, although they're making money, sure, but like it just takes longer on average. And that's because YouTube is a consistency game. So I've made a bunch of slides here where I'm going to use to explain to you why you've got the math completely wrong. If you're sitting there right now making videos for an hour, let's say you have a full-time job, let's say you have a family to take care of, and you're saying, okay, I'm going to have a profitable YouTube income on the side. All I have to do is just on the weekends when I'm free, when I've put the kids to bed, I'm going to find some time and just like make a lot of videos, and then I'm going to be successful this way. And it's not like I'm reading your mind or anything. I know this because we have a student that wanted to do the same thing. He had a full-time job. He thought it was going to be, editing the videos himself, etc., etc., etc. But it just doesn't work. The reason it doesn't work is not because you couldn't make good videos. It's because of the RNG system involved on YouTube. You could be the best YouTube strategist in the world, but at the end of the day, YouTube sometimes still takes some consistency, right? Because YouTube is an organic platform. An organic platform has algorithms. So they have algos, and most algos, even if it's Instagram, whatever it is, it takes time sometimes, to find your audience, for example, and because all you're doing is just data. You're just getting data. You're just making videos so you can get data. And if you get data, you take that data, you inform your ideation, you pump out more videos. But the problem with the freelancer approach, which is what I like to call the freelancer trap, is coming in and being like, okay, even though I don't have much time anyway, I'm still gonna just kind of half-ass do YouTube. It's just this, even though there's AI tools out there, it's not this get rich quick scheme side hustle where I can close 1 hour and still do it really, really well. Most of the times, at least if you want to build a significant income from YouTube, that's just not the case. You have to sit down sometime and do the actual math. Do the math for doing YouTube automation. Do the actual math, right? Because what you're trying to do, you're trying to start a whole business. Essentially, that's what it is. And you have to know how titles work. You have to know how to make the right scripts to not sound like AI slops. You have to know ideation. You have to be a graphic designer to make thumbnails. At least to know what thumbnails are good if you're using AI. And you have to be a video editor to also make the videos, you know? It's a lot of work, especially for someone that's never done it before, right? Not someone that's never done it before, and now they have to learn it. But because the get rich quick scheme videos all over YouTube is telling them they can do this, it's so easy. I monetize in 2 days. They're not seeing the channels that on average take longer and longer to monetize, right? On average, our students that get monetized, I'm not going to say, oh, it's 15 days. It takes more than a month on average, right? So anyway, so what you want to do, the last thing you want to go ahead and do is to also become the video editor. The reason why I'm saying this is because these are low leverage tasks. Okay, video editing is low leverage. The thing that actually moves the channel forward is just the ideation, it's just the title, and it's just the thumbnail. And luckily for you is there's endless AI tools out there nowadays, like this one of 10, ideation that will help you with ideation for titles and thumbnails. Obviously, thumbnails, you have something like Higgsfield and all these things. The things that actually matter for pulling and pushing the channel forward that actually affect its trajectory can be done by AI, right? So the last thing you want to do, all video editing helps you do, is so you can get more spins on the board, right? So you can get more spins on the wheel. The faster you spin and you combine this with good ideation and everything else, the faster you get there. So if you're still sitting around editing videos, pouring in so much time and effort into that, you're not going to win, one, because you're too slow and your competitors are going to literally outcompete you because they're teams and they know how to hire for cheap and essentially scale their channel. So they're going to outcompete you. Before you eventually start getting impressions, getting views in this niche, it's already saturated. So you don't want to go the freelancer route. Do not try to become all these things at once because it's a whole business on its own. And especially if you're already busy, you just cannot do it. Can't do it. So I'm going to show you what to do, of course, but I just wanted to diagnose it for you first. So what you're going to do for video editor is you're going to go ahead and hire a team, right? And this is what we actually help you do. A lot of people think it takes, like, you'd be paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars to hire a team for most of the niches out there. But for 90% of the niches, as long as you're not doing something crazy like 3D animation, but if you're doing good research and doing good niches, you can get videos made for like $50 a video, sometimes even less. Our editors, for example, the channels I've shown you earlier, for example, this channel that you're looking on right now, the student that runs it, he's not paying over $100 a video on these channels. And he's made so much money from it, and now he's not paying more on editors. The more money he made, he's paying the same amount and making like 10x, 20x his returns. Again, that's because that niche I just showed you, the videos are about like over an hour long. But some niches, on average, you can get videos for $30 a video, $20 a video, even $10 a video sometimes in some of the niches that we run. So you cannot be sitting there trading your time. One, you've never done a video editing work before. You don't know what a good video editing thing would be, right? So essentially, you cannot sit there and do it. And if you want us to come in and install this system in your own YouTube channel business, faceless YouTube business, just go ahead and apply down below, because that's exactly the same thing that we did for the student. He had an editing background. He wanted to edit his videos himself. We said absolutely not. One, because the quality is going to degrade. Two, because it's going to affect your mental toll and your motivation when you're making these videos, and obviously you're not seeing results yet. Just take that work, put it to a cheap team that are money motivated, so that even when you don't feel like it, all you have to do is to come back from work. A video is already made, you take the video, post it, and we also set you up with like your first 30 days of video ideas, which is the things I said earlier that matter. Your first 30 days of video ideas, we give it to you here, and the titles to use. All you have to do is to use our AI prompt templates that we use to make the thumbnails that actually work, right? So if you want us to come and install this for you, this is not for everyone, by the way. It's not for everyone. This is for people that don't have the time. We have 2 spots left this month. This is exactly why we're not going to be hiring everyone. For people, let's say you're busy, you have a family you want to take care of. This is for people that actually need this, not for everyone. Again, so if you think you'd be a good fit, go ahead and apply. But after you do that, so after you hire video editors, you want to also go ahead and start thinking about how you're going to over leverage this, right? So how you're going to only work on the high leverage tasks. Because I forgot to tell you, we don't only use video editors. For some niches, for example, we could use something like AI video editing tools, right? Because it's getting good at this point now that it can actually automate some niches. We have some niches that we're literally only using VidRush. So VidRush is a really good tool here. Go ahead and plug it in. So it's vidrush.ai. Actually, I'm not logged in here, but vidrush.ai, all you have to do is just give it the research, and it's going to go ahead and like search and like find the the b-rolls that it's going to use, and it's going to have like a finished video for you to post. This is also something that you can do for some of the niches that are more like require higher editing. We use this, but most of the times you can get away with just having a cheap freelancer team make videos for you. But you can also do this. Another thing that we do is that we actually don't use VidRush, because I just feel like it's too expensive at this point right now. So you need to run a channel for quite a while to get break even and then start making profits on it if you're using VidRush. So we use something cheaper on the back end. So we use like cheaper alternative of like VidRush on the back end to make videos. Otherwise, because sometimes you have to make a lot of videos, and obviously you want to be at a profit margin. So that's why sometimes we don't use VidRush. But VidRush is absolutely really good. I have nothing bad to say against it. So yeah, so it's either you hire a video editor or you use one of these like AI tools available nowadays. So this is like a quick video. This is what I wanted to say. You have to do the math, right? If you're sitting there making videos for 10 hours and then having them flop and then thinking it's the video that was the problem and then grinding so much more on the video next time just for it to flop, you're going to lose motivation, one, and you're not going to have time to actually focus on the things that actually grow the channel in the first place, which is the title, ideation, and thumbnails, right? That's it for this video. Really quick video here. If you want us to come in and install the team for you, give you your first 30 days of video ideas, pick the niche for you if you don't have the niche picked, if you're still procrastinating because you don't have the time in the first place, go and apply below. If not, you want to hire a video editor. That's one of the most high leverage things you can do. You want to only work on the things that can actually grow your channel. Most of the students that we're working on, because they have all this free time, they're expanding, they're diversifying their portfolio by literally hiring another cheap editor and then also working on the ideation and stuff like that. And all they're doing is just posting the videos, giving them the ideas to make. This is how you can actually scale. Otherwise, you cannot scale. You can't scale by just making the videos. Impossible. So you can never scale horizontally. So that's it for this video. It's just a quick video to answer this question. But if you really want to take YouTube seriously, I understand you might be busy. I understand you have things to do. You cannot have a second job right now. You absolutely cannot afford to edit videos. There is no way around it. You just cannot be editing videos, not with all the tools that's available nowadays. It's just, you can't be doing that. If you're wondering about ideation, I covered this in the last video, how to do ideation, thumbnails and stuff like that. You can explore this channel. I have so much source on this channel that you can learn from. But yeah, see you all in the next video.